is going to be one of those weird videos where my head's just going to be in the corner.
Well, doesn't he just make the voice anyway, the audio?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Alright, so this video is for Brandon the Cat, who had a story request for me that he shot to me during my live stream, for which during an hour I fought with cats to get them to shut the hell up, but you know, that didn't work out. Also, I ended up deleting that stream. So his story request was how the scientists put a human brain in a cat. Alright, so this is going to be interesting. I don't have anything to hype me up. I've got water, but that's not really the same thing. Alright, so a mad scientist, after creating Frankenstein's monster, was like, for my next project, I'm going to light this thing on fire, and then we're going to take that brain and put it in a cat. So he does, only except the monster was like, no, I like fire. Fire bad. Water good. We need Englishing lessons. And the scientist was like, yeah, you need to go to school, but just don't, terrorize the kids or they'll set you on fire. And he's like, fire bad, grade's good. Smoky, slightly okay. And so that monster ended up being, Paul Ryan and his weird effed up weightlifting photos. So the scientist was like, Eagle, bring me a cat. And Eagle was like, we don't have any cats. I can get a cat. What kind of cat do you want? The scientist was like, doesn't matter, any cat. So Igor goes out to the pet cemetery, and he freaks out because Cujo's there, and Cujo's like, hey, what up? How's it going? I'm gonna bite your head. And Igor's like, no, fuck you. So then Cujo was like, okay, we chill. I'm gonna go get the cookie. Igor's like, okay, whatevs. Talk to you later. Well, apparently they had this thing, chat through text messages, even though they were standing right next to each other, which fucked the crap out of the scientist, because he's like, what the fuck? You're physically face to face. And Igor's like, it's a girl thing. Well, you're not a girl. Doesn't matter. Had text. Right. Where the fuck's that cat? And he was like, well, here's the cat. I wasn't able to get to the pet cemetery because of Cujo. And then we went to get unicorn frappes, but they were all out of frappes, so we got a unicorn instead. And then Cujo snapped its neck. He walked off with it. And he said he wasn't able to finish it. Most people weren't. He left a 1-star Yelp review for the drink, but it's not in business, so fuck him. So the scientist was like, yeah, so what about the cat? He's like, I've got the cat. You got the brain? He's like, no, the monster hasn't been set on fire yet. He's like, well, I can set the monster on fire. He's like, no, it's not time yet. He's like, well, what do you mean it's not time? And the scientist was like, well, it's not time because Judge Judy's on, and they're supposed to have this really interesting case, and you like Judge Judy, and you asked me to TiVo it. And he was like, you know what? Fuck TiVo. I've got Hulu. Hulu's got great shows, like, that one that's not Judge Judy. It has that midget who gets drunk and slaps people. That's one. And the scientist was like, Game of Thrones? I was like, no. Game of Tyrones. Well, okay. And then he's like, well, I've got another brand we could use. It's not as good, but then again, it's not abnormal. You half-assing son of a bitch. Because we all know that Igor kind of flubbed that on purpose, because he's like, I want to kill the scientist, but I don't want to do it myself, so I'll have this, freakish dead person baby monster do it. And that didn't work, so fuck. So they got the cat, they got the brain, and then they got a fishbowl, but the scientist wasn't sure how to put the fishbowl onto the cat. And he was like, why don't you just bolt it onto the cat? And the scientist is like, brilliant, except the fishbowl's too big. Why don't you put a tinier fishbowl on the cat? the hell the brain fit in the tiny fishbowl? You could squeeze it. You could squeeze it in. I'm sure the cat won't mind. But we need room for the fishbowl so that way the brain can get into it. And he was like, this is turning into a very uncomfortable conversation for reasons I won't go into. And the scientist is like, well, we aren't doing butt stuff to the cat, that'd just be wrong. And I'd set myself on fire for that. It's like, okay, so they hired a construction crew because apparently they needed something to, hammer in the bolts. But then the construction crew found this kind of thing kind of weird in the rig because the scientist was an idiot who created a dead person man baby and who was currently taking classes at the local elementary school. But there was a pyromaniac in the class, and the pyro's like, I'm going to set you on fire, and the monster's like, fire bad, but Starbucks good, coffee hot, but you're cold. This is turning into a bad version of a Katy Perry song. So a few hours go by and they finally managed to get the brain in the jar with lots of grunting and pushing. And then they got the jar onto the cat, and then the cat woke up and he's like, hey, why is there a brain in a jar on the cat? And the scientist was like, no, why is there a brain in a cat? And the cat's like, that's good, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel. And that's the story of how Brain and the Cat came to be. I'm confused. The end.